Wow.
Alright, what's up, Pleekers? Welcome back to Swag It on Swagger. I'm Jerome,
I'm Nick.
and this is the third time we are recording this video. We recorded it about a week ago, and it was going fine, and when I went to edit it, my audio was all shitty.
The cord was fucked up.
Yeah, so we bought new cords, everything's going good. So then we're like, alright, we just rewatched a little bit of the episode,
Just to refresh,
Yeah.
because we like it.
came back in here, started everything.
Yep.
And on our little recorder that we use, you hit record once, and you can hear yourself talking.
Yeah.
So I hit it once, hit record on one camera, hit record on another camera, came and sat down, I clapped to sync it all,
and we talked all about the
and
entire
about 13
episode,
minutes later, I take a look down,
and it wasn't recording.
and I see everything's at zeros, but the little recording light's blinking. And he goes, "Please fucking tell me you hit record." And I was like, well, I hit it the first time.
Motherfucker. So this is the third
So that
time
being
we're talking about
said,
Suitor.
The first video was 20 minutes long, or 22 minutes long.
Yeah, we talked like motherfuckers.
The one we just did 10 seconds ago was 13 minutes long. So this one's probably going to be
About 5 minutes?
maybe under 10 minutes. I don't know. We'll see what goes on when we're talking. But I also want to mention, because I now mentioned this twice, and it hasn't been able to go up on YouTube or anywhere. You can listen to the us talk about Shooter in audio form now.
I mean,
It's on-
maybe.
Yeah, maybe, if I can ever get this fucking video out
Yeah.
on Google Play, iTunes, Spreaker, and SoundCloud. I'll put all links to that in the description. And if you're listening to this on any of those platforms and you want to see us on YouTube, I'll put the link to our YouTube channel in the description as well. So, alright, we're going to talk about Shooter for the third time now. It's talking about Season 2, Episode 3, Forget the Alamo, or
it's
Don't
episode
Forget...
2.
Episode 2, fuck.
Fuck's sake.
Forget the Alamo, or Don't Forget the Alamo.
Remember the
Remember
Alamo.
the Alamo. It's already going great. Alright, so,
For fuck's
even though I know the answer, what did you think about this episode?
I hated it. Fucking stupid ass. No, it was good. God.
Alright, so we mentioned this a
You
million
know, something we
times.
didn't talk about in our second video that didn't come out is that it reminds us a lot of Arrow.
That's true, yeah, because they got the...
Not the part where they kidnapped the guy and shot him,
but
which was cool.
They get the flashbacks in the present day, and like
Yeah.
you get to see him kind of become Swagger.
And it kind of links,
Yeah,
I
they-
think, to what's
Yeah.
going on now.
And we also, like, because the bad guy last season part of the way was the CIA
Plus
agent.
Felicity's in it.
That'd be pretty dope.
Oh, yeah, that's just...
They got Patty in it
Did
from
you
Flash.
say dope?
Yeah, it'd be pretty
I've
dope.
never heard you say dope before.
Well, speaking of dope, the dope
Oh,
in the
good.
Middle
Good
East,
segue.
the dope in the Middle East belonged to a CIA agent. That was the same guy in season 1, which we haven't seen in this show yet, or I mean this.
I don't even know if he's
season
in this
yet.
season.
Um,
Might just be his name.
yeah, I'm assuming if they do bring him up and they do show him the show, that he's gonna be related to the Shooter, not like blood related, but he's hiring
you think
him.
he hired Solotov?
Yeah,
like,
to
originally
kill
or something?
Shooter because of all the stuff. Remember last season, the flashbacks, he was like, "See that guy? He's gonna fuck up your plans and all that stuff." When he was talking to, I almost said Memphis. He was talking to Mike Epps or Omar Epps.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now we're talking about Friday. Jesus.
So I think that guy hired Solotov in a way, and they've just been working together for, I guess, years.
Well, they did say they burned like what $100 million worth of fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Doesn't seem
That
like a good idea.
No, even if you are the military.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting to see if that guy shows back up and what happens with all that.
Yeah, I hate that guy too.
And I was literally just talking about this before I figured this out a little bit. Memphis, this episode really bothered us
That's true.
because we both thought that she was a very smart character and like
In season 1, at least.
almost like on Swagger level where she could figure out situations
I don't know
really
if I'd go
good.
that far, but yeah.
Well, I said almost.
Yeah.
She's like FBI. She's helping out. Like she was the first one to believe
She's the one who
Swagger
believed him,
last
yeah.
season and like put
Yeah.
2 and 2 together of the whole situation. But in this episode, she just fucking talks to the shooter or the other sniper and is like, "All right, you can go ahead and leave." Believed him, and then
called and like was gonna give him like more info or I don't
Yeah.
know, or getting info. I don't remember what she was doing.
but But yeah, so her character just seemed very dumb this episode with all that, which I hope they don't continue doing.
No, because I like her.
Yeah, I want her to be more with Shooter too.
Yeah. You
Or
gotta stop saying Shooter for
I keep
everybody.
saying Shooter. I want her to be with Swagger
Yeah, there
more.
you go.
Bob Lee.
And then Bob Lee's wife was annoying this episode.
Yeah, I won't even get into Wacky Wednesday. I've told that story fucking 12 times now. Moral of the story is you can eat breakfast whenever you want.
Or that you're a 7-year-old girl.
Yeah. God, I wish if I didn't have that fan on in the background, this audio would be so much better for the cameras. I could have just used that. Because we told a whole story about me eating breakfast, but whatever. I basically did what the little girl did. It was Wacky Wednesday for me while we were watching the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't like her either. Because same thing with Memphis. She was a strong character last season. Shotgunning people, getting kidnapped, all this stuff. I guess getting kidnapped isn't a good quality
It doesn't really make you strong.
of a strong person.
Yeah.
But she didn't. It seemed
I
like
know what you're saying.
She, didn't
was
go,
strong.
She wasn't good under pressure.
I mean, to be fair, she only yelled at her kid, and her kid did grab some off stuff, so she overreacted.
Yeah, but when she was in the shower too, she was having like non-flashbacks.
She had bruises all up her fucking back.
To be fair though, at the moment watching the show, I thought that was bomb goo. Remember?
I don't know if that's fair or just you're stupid.
I thought she had dirty bomb stuff on her.
So you don't think she showered the whole way? What?
She's in the shower at the moment. I thought she was in the shower to wash off her bomb goo.
So she flew home from Germany to Texas to take a shower? That's what you thought?
I mean, if I was just in that war area, I wouldn't want to shower right off the bat. I just want to get home.
She wasn't in a war area.
It seemed like it to her.
Wow.
She was having fucking flashbacks like, oh my God, she's with Bob Lee. She's not going to get hurt.
Well, tell that to his partner.
Well, that guy wandered off.
No, he didn't.
He walked like 10 feet a different direction.
No. The other guy got shot. He fell down, and then he shot him in the chest.
Yeah, but Bob Lee told him not to come. And then he got sniped.
All right, whatever.
Did we mention that in this video? That I don't think we did.
Fuck, I can't remember.
We've
done this 3 fucking times.
Sorry if we've mentioned this already once. Salta, that's his name, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what it is in IMDb. They haven't
Yeah.
said it.
Oh, okay. He's the same character, at least we're assuming, as in the book and all that.
I mean, we said
and
it last
we
week.
saw a clip last week of him. Not last week. Last season of him shooting Bob Lee's partner, as we were just talking. We're just discussing. So we think it's the same character that shot Donnie, which would be interesting. I think like more with Bob Lee and all that as
and
the
then
show
you
goes
think
on.
that maybe the CIA agent. I forgot his name because we've done this fucking so many fucking times. But whatever the CIA guy's name is, you think maybe he hires him in the past to kill Bob Lee because of the drugs, maybe?
Yeah, like maybe I mean
that'd be kind of cool.
I think the flashbacks are gonna go forward enough to where we re-see that scene of Donnie dying,
and
it'll just be longer, and then that'll be the reveal for us that it's the same person, and then maybe I don't know how Bob Lee will find out in present day that's the same person around the same time probably, and I think it'll all connect around then coming up soon.
That makes sense. I could see that happening.
Because like I think the CIA agent would be like, oh, I'll hire this guy to take down Bob Lee because he burned down my drugs, and then he'll fail, and then maybe
which actually, that kind of makes sense a little bit.
Maybe the matches guy will somehow get involved for the reason the present day, and then it'll be all connected. That's what I kind of think is gonna happen.
Yeah. We haven't this third time discussed Turtle from Entourage yet.
Yeah. So
the first episode you didn't even see him.
For you who don't, if you don't watch Entourage, he was the character in the first episode that was taking a shit in nighttime in the flashbacks, and then he was in it a little bit this episode. I think he had I actually
think he shot somebody.
He spoke a little bit and maybe shot somebody.
Yeah.
But he's really the only character that's in the flashbacks and the war parts that hasn't been seen in present day. So we're pretty sure that he's also going to get killed in the flashbacks.
I mean, either that or he's just hanging out somewhere and it hasn't been shown yet, but that'd be kind of weird. Like, why didn't he go with everybody else to
It
go?
almost make him seem like an asshole because they seem like their family.
Maybe he's hanging out with Vince in Hollywood.
Maybe.
You think Vince and E will be in it?
That'd be pretty sweet. It's also an Entourage remake.
That would be hilarious.
That'd be really cool. But yeah,
Drama's there.
I think he'll die because we haven't seen him at all in person, which is kind of a bummer because I really like Turtle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I wish he was in it more because, like, I don't know. He's only been in a little bit, and I wish he was, like, a bigger actor now. Because he was in that 50 Cent show recently, wasn't he?
Oh, you told me that, yeah. I don't know.
You didn't watch it?
No, I didn't watch it.
Oh, I thought you did. Yeah, I think, what's it called? Like, Powers or Powerless? Something like that. It's on not Showtime. It's on Stars.
I think was it Power? I
It
don't
might
know.
have been Power. I don't know.
remember.
But I wish he was a bigger actor because I like seeing him in things. But I can't really think of anything else that we haven't discussed or even have discussed.
It's kind of hard to remember when we talked about it 3 times.
Yeah. So sorry if this was real short.
So the next episode is called "Don't Mess with Texas."
Yeah. So Saul Taub is gonna go to Texas.
He was in Texas at the end of the episode,
yeah.
which was actually really cool.
Yeah, he killed those dudes getting out of the trunk. He had like some weird breathing thing on so he could breathe all the way through
I
there.
think it was just oxygen. I don't think it was weird.
Whatever.
He was in ice because it's hot.
Fuck you. He was in the trunk with an oxygen tank, and I'm sorry, I thought that was weird.
Well, I mean, you made it. He was like he had some weird thing. I was.
Maybe he was trying to be Darth Vader down there. I don't know. But
I
anyways, he
think he's
popped
just
out of
trying
the
to
trunk,
breathe.
popped a couple caps in people's asses,
And then that
and then you're like,
teenager drove him away, and I'm like, there's no fucking way in hell I'm getting in the car with that.
well, I
fucker.
mean, if you think about it, in that guy's situation, if you run off, he's gonna shoot you. So you might as well drive the
so
car.
just drive him first and then let him shoot you.
I mean, for all we know, that teenager's like his stepson. I don't know. And he's just like, all right, I'll drop you off at school, then I'll go kill Bob Lee.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, so I mean, he's in Texas, but it's called "Don't Mess with Texas." So
Do you think we'll get to see a cool scene where like they're eating breakfast at the Swagger Mansion, and all of a sudden bullets are flying in through the windows, and he's got to protect his girls, and then he gets out, starts shooting people, and then like he sees the sniper or whatever?
The thing is, that I don't know that he's ever seen the guy before.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. Because, well, I mean, like in the book, they shot him from 1,400 yards away or some shit.
I guess that's true. Well, but do you think like they'll be at their house and their house will get shot up and all that?
I mean, maybe,
Within it?
yeah. Because he was flying home at the end, right?
Yeah, we'll get to see that cool fridge get all blown
See,
to
the
bits.
thing is like, it's not like he's going to do a drive-by. He's not a gangster.
No, but maybe no. I'm saying like he'll be farther away sniping,
And you think he's
and
going to
then,
miss?
and then he'll have like because maybe he can't see the window. They have drapes down or something. I don't know, but then
I
he'll
mean, I don't mean
he'll
to
have
shoot-
he'll have his little henchmen going in.
Oh, you think
going
he's
in
going to hire
towards the
some
house?
people and, like,
So like he'll be sniping. There'll be henchmen coming, blah blah blah. Get down, girls, and then he'll like pop a 50 cal and start shooting people, and they'll run away. And that's when he'll get to the FBI agent Memphis that we want him to be with.
maybe. I don't think so, but... you know.
That's just in my brain.
Yeah.
I hope so. That'd be neat. That'd be a
If
cool.
that
scene.
happens, you'll have a lot to talk about next
Yeah, I'll be
episode.
like, I can predict the show. Next week
Yeah.
he's gonna jerk off a sailor and pee in his mouth.
Goodbye.
Well, sorry, Pleekers, if this was real short. We've talked about this 3 times. As we've probably mentioned 100 times.
And none of the 3 videos did Jerome have shoes on.
Yeah, the end. Like a week ago, we were fucking doing this. I got something else to mention too, by the way. I want this on the record.
On the record. If you bring up that stupid...
I don't know if
part,
you guys can see. My feet are a little dirty. I'm walking around the house shoeless right now. Okay.
Like Joe Jackson?
Yeah, and he right as the video's ending, I did the outro bit that I always do, always usually fucking terrible, and he goes, "Hey, next time we do this, can you clean your fucking feet?" And then we sat down to record this for the second time,
And I didn't say a fucking word
and
about
I
your
go,
dirty
"Oh, I
feet.
just realized my feet are dirty." And told me to clean them last time. He's like, "Yeah, look at your fucking dirty feet." But then he had to mention them again.
Sorry. They're your dirty feet.
But so when we did this the first time, I had this idea, and
Nobody's watching this at this point.
I know.
Okay.
It's just this is for me at this point.
Okay.
I had an
At least
idea
you're honest.
in the middle of the show because he hates horror movies.
With a passion.
So I said, I got a great idea. Let's do a podcast about a horror movie.
Yeah. Okay.
And he goes, okay, what is it? Because, maybe he's interested. I don't know. And I go, okay,
Not really.
hear me out. We'll watch all the Friday the 13th, but do a podcast one by one on each Friday the 13th movie. And because there's like 10 or 11 of those, so we would do like one a month maybe. And then we could do Freddy vs. Jason and like some of the little silly ones maybe if we're having fun with it.
Yeah,
But we could
which I doubt.
We could call it Podcast the 13th, which I think is a great name. I already have like
You
the
think
picture for the podcast like planned out with
Everything
Jason and all
that you
that.
think of, you think is a great idea.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
And then I thought, well, we already have sequels planned for this podcast. We could do a podcast on Elm Street. Like
yeah.
that'd be awesome. I'm sure we can come up with more.
Podcast play.
Oh, Child's Play, Podcast Play.
Wow, I can actually see the gears in your
Yeah,
head
those, we could do like one in Saw. What would the Saw one be?
working.
Podcast, but PAW cast, PAWD cast. Can't spell. I don't know, but I think it'd be cool to do like horror movie podcasts, and it'd be like a series, but we change the name every time we got to a new horror movie.
It'd be nice to actually complete one.
Yeah, because we
And
did
then
we did
moved in it.
sequels, and then we watched Godfather 2, and then
It just threw us all off.
Yeah.
You never wanted to talk about it.
Well, no, it should be. I don't. We get distracted with shit. We should bring that back, but I don't know.
You had to wash your feet.
But I really think, like, maybe this weekend, let's just watch the first Friday the 13th or something, and then we'll do a podcast, and then like a month later we'll watch the second one and do a podcast.
I don't think we should wait a month.
You don't?
I think we should do it at maybe a week at a time.
A weekly thing, and then maybe like wait a month and then do Nightmare on Elm Street or whatever.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
All right,
It's got to be once a week, or you'll never do it.
That's true. Cause we'll do it once, and then we'll be like, oh shit, we don't have we don't have a person being like, hey, you have to do this. We gotta tell ourselves to do it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, we need someone to like be on our ass, which people should.
I don't need anybody on my ass.
But yeah, so comment down below if you are interested at all in that horror movie podcast, because I think that's a good idea.
Comment down below if you're actually still watching.
Yeah, if you think that's a neat idea, comment down below, because maybe that'll make this guy want to do it more. But
I doubt it. But I'll still.
Either way, we'll probably do it this weekend and maybe try to put it out for next week. That might be cool, something to do.
Yeah,
and it'll be different because like we don't really discuss horror movies. And like it'll be.
I'm not gonna be nice.
I don't need you to be nice. I know they're shitty, but I think it'll be.
But you like them.
I think it'll be fun watching them. And like, to be
I mean, what's your definition of fun?
I don't like
me getting mad.
Oh, we're watching a horror movie and you're like. Oh, well, that camera turned off. So now we're just talking to you. It's a shit show already. So I think
that means we talked longer than last time.
I know.
For fuck's sake.
Here, hold on. I'll just fix it real quick.
All right. So yeah, we'll do that. I don't know what I work.
We'll try. Yeah, we'll try to get that out either this weekend or next week, beginning of next week, something like that. And obviously we'll do Shooter and Game of Thrones and all that. And as a reminder to everybody, you could listen to this on audio. And comment if you are listening to this in the audio, so maybe comment on there or whatever. Let us know that you are, so it'll make us want to continue putting it on there. Because if no one's watching it on there or listening to it on there, what's the point of putting it in the audio form? So let us know what you're watching on. Even if it's on YouTube, comment down below and say, "Wow, you guys suck at talking about Shooter. You'd have to do 3 videos on it or whatever." You know.
Yeah, we've done 4 Shooter videos on 2 episodes.
Yeah, no, 2.
And only 2 of them come out.
Yeah.
Well, strike that. 1 has come out. Because something should go wrong with this one, and it won't come out.
Something I hate. This is just turning into a Pleeka podcast, but I hate technology. I can't even talk.
I hate speaking too.
Like present day technology, like it's really cool, but half the fucking time it doesn't work.
Yeah. Well,
like you go to edit a video and your computer's like, "Sorry, I don't feel like opening that app today." Or I go to use my phone to look up something and it just turns itself off and restarts for 5 minutes. Or Xbox is being stupid. Just everything seems to work on its own agenda and doesn't let me do my thing.
It might just be you.
It might be me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's just my little rant thing. But all right. So now that we haven't talked about Shooter probably longer than we did talk about Shooter, thanks for watching this video or listening to this podcast. We'll be back. I don't know, tomorrow probably with Shooter episode 3, and then next Sunday with Game of Thrones episode 4, and maybe coming up in a couple days, Friday the 13th, 1.
God, I can't wait for that one.
All right, yeah. So yeah, remember, comment down below any of your thoughts, and we'll see you guys next week. And by that I mean tomorrow.